Hey, what's going on, everybody? The Ascendancy skills have been released, and this video will be going over the Titan Ascendancy skills. This video will be catered towards beginners and overall anybody trying to get into Path of Exile 2. So let's begin. To become a Titan, you must choose the Warrior as your starting class. After you complete the campaign, you must do the Ascension Trials and choose the Titan option. The Titan class itself is going to focus on increasing the damage of your warrior's big, slow attacks, and also being consistent and very effective when you stun your enemies. The stuns are going to be very important, especially with things like crushing impacts, and then also your stuns are going to get effects from things like surprising strength. This playstyle is definitely going to be a heavy hitter. So let's break down the skills. First, you have Stone Skin. You will get 50% more armor from equipped body armor. Because warriors are a melee class and they have slow attacks, 50% more body armor is definitely going to help you in those tight situations. Next is Earthbreaker. You get a 20% chance for slam skills to cause aftershocks. Aftershocks are bursts of area damage that occur after the initial impact of the skill causing them. If not otherwise specified, the aftershock will deal the same damage as the initial impact in the same area. As a class that primarily does melee, this is going to be big, specifically because of the AoE. Using your slam skills is definitely going to help you on your AoEs and clearing out areas. And because you'll be using a lot of slam skills, that 20% chance for that aftershock to occur is going to be major. 3. Ancestral Empowerment. Every slam skill you use yourself is ancestrally boosted. Ancestrally boosted skill has 20% more damage and area of effect. Pairing this up with your Earthbreaker is going to be big because your area of effect and your damage is going up by 20%. So more incentive for you to rely on your slams. 4. Colossal Capacity. Carry a chest which adds 20 inventory slots. This is just quality of life. One of the big things about Path of Exile is you're going to be looting a lot. And one of the most annoying things ever is when you run out of space. With Colossal Capacity, 20 new inventory slots, that's great. 5. Hulking Form. 50% increased effect of small passive skills. This is crazy. Getting an increased effect from your small passive skills on your skill tree, that is ridiculous. The possibility and the thought of how much power you're going to be able to get from 50% increased passive skills or the small passives is at this time I'm just at shock. I'm very excited for that. To break it down, you have your regular skill tree for Path of Exile, and this node here increases those small passives by 50%. So for example, if you have a small passive node that gives you plus 10 to strength, you're getting 5 strength now on top of that. I love it. 6. Crushing Impacts. Your hits are now crushing blows. What is a crushing blow? Crushing blows cause a heavy stun on enemies that are primed for stun. And then you might be asking, what's primed for stun? Normal enemies prime for stun when they have at least 40% heavy stun buildup. Magic enemies are instead primed at 60% buildup, rare at 70%, and unique at 80%. This leads more towards the mechanic of what a heavy stun is. This will be very important for you. Whenever you hit an enemy, it builds towards your heavy stun, and that's based on the damage dealt. Different enemies have a different heavy stun threshold and durations, and very large monsters have a high heavy stun threshold, but players cannot be heavy stunned. Well, there's multiple reasons why this is important. First of all, when you stun somebody, that makes sure that they're not having any damage coming in towards you. So that's survivability. And the second reason is the number 7, surprising strength. 40% more damage against heavy stunned enemies. So now you're dealing 40% more damage against those heavy stunned enemies. Being that normal enemies, when they're stunned, have at least 40% heavy stun buildup. And then when you run into those magic enemies, you'll have that 60% buildup. Rare at 70% and unique at 80%. That's going to definitely help you clear with that extra 40% damage. And number 8, Mysterious Lineage, 15% more maximum life. And that's going to help you stay alive because no one wants to die in Path of Exile 2. Now let's discuss some of these overall. So this is a lot here. Definitely Stone Skin and your Mysterious Lineage, more defensive capabilities there, right? Getting more armor by 50%, and then also 15% more maximum life. That's going to be good because, melee, you're going to be in the middle of a lot of enemies, and you want some more survivability. More survivability means more damage, means more loot, and everyone's happy, right? But I love how everything's playing into each other, specifically with your attacking skills, right? Your Earthbreaker giving you a 20% chance for slam skills that you use to cause aftershocks, which is more AoE. And then obviously getting ancestrally boosted ancestral empowerment, dealing more damage overall, a wider spread area. But then also that goes into your crushing blows at some point. And then your crushing impact's going to allow you to get your surprising strength. And that's 40% more damage on your heavily stunned enemy. Like, there's a lot of synergy here, and I'm really appreciating that. But the big one, to me, this is heavily discussed right now, is your hulking form. Now, having an extra 50% increased effect of your small passive skills is still amazing. Now, the argument is that you have to go through colossal capacity to get there. I've said it before, I think colossal capacity is definitely a quality of life thing. And there is discussion right now thinking that it's not really worth it to go through that because it's basically being gatekept. And by it, I mean hulking form. But the beautiful thing about this is what is your playstyle? Do you want to have that? Me personally, I would. But what's exciting about all of this is, especially when it comes to your Earthbreaker and your Ancestral Empowerment, is if you get attack speed weapons or attack speed passives and you're using your slams and that cause aftershocks and how fast you're going to be able to clear with those, yeah, it's this Titan is looking like it's going to be a beast. And what's very special about this is that every single class, or should I say Ascendancy class, has such a unique take to it that everything is going to feel different from the next. And that just plays in more to why Path of Exile 2 is just going to be just great. You get to play tailored to how you want to play. In the comments below, let me know if you guys are planning to play the Titan. I'm leaning heavily towards playing Titan, as I never play melee characters. I usually go with a Necromancer build or a Zoo build or some sort. I hope this video helped out some of the new players or beginners that are coming into Path of Exile 2 and helped you choose whether you wanted to play this Ascendancy class or not. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.